Alright, today we're gonna work on our 2017 F250 with a 6.2 gas engine. Gonna change the spark plugs, spark plug coil packs, and spark plug wires. Got a kit here from TRQ. They are not sponsoring. Just a kit that I ordered. Should have left and right size coil packs. Got a feeling the ones I have may be arcing off or maybe cracked. But we got 182,000 miles on the truck. Already done the plugs once at 105,000. 182. I'm getting starting to cut out on me. I think the coil packs are cracked. So we're gonna just change it all. 16 spark plugs, and then a set of spark plug wires to go to the bottom plugs from the coil packs. We'll get started. Now this kit is for a 2013, but you go online and check part numbers. It's the exact same part number for the 2017 6.2 engine. I'm sure there's other engines, years in there that it's the same parts. For the price, buy it as a kit. It's a whole lot cheaper than going buying 16 spark plugs, then 8 coil packs, and 8 wires. It's going to cost you almost double the price. Before we start working on the truck, I'll go ahead and take out all the spark plugs, check all the gaps on them. We will be gapping them at 0.044 thousandths. Well, we've got a feeler gauge here set already. We've got a 10,000, 13,000, and 21. 44. What you do on that, take the feeler gauge, put it in between there. You don't want it tight, you don't want it loose. Check each one of them. If you drop any of these, you want to go back and recheck the gap. It doesn't take much to bend it or lose that gap. Alright, now it's time to go to the truck. Alright, one of the first things we got to do is pull the air box off. Put our coil packs underneath it, just like you see over here. That'll be the easier side. This is definitely going to be the harder side. But the first thing is to get this air box out of here. Flathead screwdriver, looks like it'll take the majority of it off. Take some pliers. Push in, move the little gray lever, slotted. It's a little lock. Push in on that, rotate that, and that comes right off. Push it down out of the way. Make sure we got nothing else on there. Alright, we'll start out with pull all your spark plug wires off the coil packs. Get them out of your way. Bolts on there, hold your coil packs in. They're 8mm. Well, I got to put the hardest all the way in the back. Because if you put it up front, it'd be too easy. Ridiculous. Got a little locking clip on there, the little red one. Be on there pretty tight. Ouch. Try not to break it. You gotta squeeze that little tab on the inside there. Some of them are gonna be tough to get off, like this one was, because there's dirt. You gotta just work it back and forth, and it'll let go. I'll put one of the bolts back in to hold it. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So you may want to disconnect those before you pull the bolts out. Unless for some reason yours come out there pretty easy. Oh, see, that one came off easy. Now they'll all be that easy. Oh, there's a hard one. So I'm using a flathead screwdriver because I don't want to break my thumbnail. That hurts. Those are all loose. Get that back away. Twist, wiggle, up they come. The spark plug wire's loose. There's clipped in there, little holders holding them. And then down at the bottom, you gotta pull them off the spark plug. Alright. Alright, that's done. Now we can get a 5/8 socket and mix it. There's one. Doesn't look that bad. Let's get another one. All I'm gonna do is use the ratchet and break them loose. They seem to be tight. Sometimes you put a wrench on there and work it like a cheese bar. Probably gonna have to do that back here for sure. Definitely no room back there. And this crap in my way. This is a spark plug wire boot. I don't remember what vehicle it came from, but it works great when it comes time to put these spark plugs back down in there. Fits in there, you get the thread started, or like I just got finished doing, dropping that plug back down in the hole instead of trying to fish it out with a magnet or a needle nose or whatever. Stick this down in there, pull it right out of there. Whoops. Well, that was the top four. Now it's time to go down here and feel around with your fingers to try to find them bottom four. You've never done this before. Whenever you put these back in, you don't want to crank down on them. You don't want them as tight as they are right here. But of course you don't want them loose. Well, now we got those 8 out. Pain in the butt. It's time to put our new ones in. We'll use this little rubber spark plug boot. I should be able to set it down in there. Started, and it just releases. And like this is better than dropping your spark plug down in there, because then you risk changing that gap. I can tell you one thing. This is a 2017 model. I have a 2013 model. Same engine. Same spark plugs, coil packs, all that mess. But a nightmare to get to the bottom ones. You have to pull the fender wells out, front tires off, fender wells out to get to them. It's hard to tell if you've got it threaded correctly. This one I don't think did. The way I'm locating where that spark plug hole is, Because I'm going by where the spark plug wires snaps in on the valve cover. And I don't advise using power tools, putting them back in. Taking them out is one thing, putting them back in. Guess it works better if you're actually on it. We got spark plugs in, just on the driver's side, 8 of them. Now it's time to replace the coil packs. Figure out which one is the correct one here. And it's not those, it must be the other four. That's the ones we want. Alright, there's those 4 coil packs. We'll go put them on. Alright, we're going to put our coil packs in now. Get ready to put those in there. That hole needs to line up with the bolt hole. That's what that is. Put it down in there. I'm started. On these, you don't want to get crazy tight with them. They are going into your blending. You don't want to crack that. Crack it, it's going to have to be completely replaced. That'll cause a really bad vacuum leak. And there's no reason for these to be crazy tight in here. Alright, your spark plugs come with this little metal heat shield, I guess it is. Don't forget to put those back on, or if it didn't come out with your wire to begin with, that means it's still down there. Since they don't fit tight in these, like they did my other ones, this will be a little bit of And another, I don't know if you can see, I told you earlier the way I was finding the spark plugs down here was basically going by where these holders are at. But if you look in the valve cover, there's a little cutout. It's a little rounded spot. That's where your spark plug is, directly in line with that. Alright, now we'll take and plug these top wires in. Wires for the signal come from your computer ECM, telling it when to fire spark, top and bottom. You hear them click. Push the little red tab back in there. It locks it in so it doesn't vibrate out of there. This side is done. Passenger side was not no cakewalk. It was a pain in the butt as well. But now we're done, so now I put all the air box back in, tighten all that up, and start this thing. as some of you may notice, I didn't pull this out at the beginning. Doing this side, I had to pull this out. I'm putting this on. These pegs on here will fit in here, one on both sides. As you lock it onto the throttle body. Make sure that went all the way on, didn't get pinched. Get your vacuum line on the back side. I need to tighten that up. I've got an oil change coming up and that's went off. Put a new air filter in here. This oil change is like in a week. Clips hold top down. A flathead screwdriver. Let's go to the other side. That one just pushes on, snaps in, locks in place. This one's got the hose clamp on it. Seems to be plugged in. Moment of truth, let's start it up. Sounds about normal to me. Well, that was spark plugs, coil packs, spark plug wires. Changed on a 2017 F250 with 6.2 gas. If it helped you out, great. If you liked what you watched, please comment, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.